Hey guys, Taylor here with another video. Now, if you're interested in getting the latest gaming hardware like the Sony PlayStation 5 or the Xbox Series X, you're definitely going to want to maximize your console's potential by adding a great 4K TV into the mix. This will make your games look sharper and also play much better with increased frame rates. Now, being a gamer and looking for a great 4K TV, there's tons of different options to consider, including how much input lag is on the TV, not to mention the resolution itself. So today we're going to be breaking down some of our favorite 4K TVs for gaming and going through some of the benefits and features of each to see which might be perfect for all of your gaming needs. Now, as always, I will include links to each of these products in the description below so you can check them out further and do a little bit of your own research. Also, if I happen to come across any deals or discounts, I'll drop those down below for you as well. So first up, we have the best 4K OLED gaming TV, and that's going to be the LG Cx Oled. Now, this is definitely the best gaming TV with an OLED panel that we've tested. It has fantastic picture quality. It can actually produce perfect blacks by turning off individual pixels, making it fantastic for darkroom gaming. It also has wide angles, so if you're interested in co-op or having your friends watch you on the couch, you won't have to worry about them losing picture quality by being off to the side. Also, if you are in a bright room, it does handle reflections very well, and it gets very bright to overcome glare in most lighting conditions. This one also does have a wide color gamut to help deliver HDR content with vibrant and saturated colors. Now, obviously, motion handling is going to be a big benefit here. It has a native 120Hz refresh rate that makes motion look incredibly smooth. You'll also notice a near instantaneous response time with almost no motion blur in fast-moving scenes, and there is an optional black frame insertion feature here to help further improve clarity. It also supports FreeSync, HDMI form, VRR, and is compatible with G-Sync. This one also has an auto low latency mode that detects when a game is launched from a compatible device and automatically switches the TV to game mode. Just note here that OLEDs are susceptible to permanent burn-in, and that occurs when static elements are left on the display for long periods of time. So perhaps if you do have a video game up on the start screen for a long period of time, it could damage your panel, so it's just one thing to be aware of. But again, if you are just looking for the best 4K gaming TV with an OLED panel, definitely check out the LG Cx Oled. Next up, we have the best 4K LED gaming TV, and that's going to be the Samsung Q80/Q80T Qled. Now, this is definitely the best option with an LED panel. It's a high-end 4K model with impressive picture quality and tons of gaming features. Now, with this one, you won't have risk of permanent burn-in, so you don't have to worry about potentially damaging your TV after exposure to static elements. This one also has an HDMI 2.1 input, which allows you to play 4K games up to 120Hz. It also supports VRR to reduce screen tearing, and this one does have incredibly low input lag, and the response time is excellent. There's also a black frame insertion feature here to help reduce motion blur, and its native contrast ratio is lower than most VA panels. Also, despite being a VA panel, it does have the ultra viewing angle technology which Samsung provides, and that improves the viewing angles at the cost of some of the contrast. It's still a great choice for dark rooms because it does have a decent local dimming feature. Now, one thing we definitely recommend with this one, if you're not limited by the size in your space, definitely go for some of the bigger models here because they do have some better features. Next up, we have the best budget 4K gaming TV, and that's going to be the Vizio M7 series Quantum 2020. Now, this is definitely a great budget television. It's got impressive gaming performance. It has features like FreeSync support, VRR support, and it does handle reflections well if you are gaming in a bright room. The response time here is very decent, which results in clear motion, and there's also a black frame insertion feature to further improve that clarity. The input lag here is also very low and remains low with VRR enabled or when gaming in HDR. Another great feature here is it does support HDR10+ and Dolby Vision. Now, just note this one doesn't really get bright enough to deliver a true HDR experience. It does have a VA panel with high contrast ratio, so it's well suited for darkroom gaming. Another thing to note here, it doesn't upscale 480p or 720p content very well, but it shouldn't be a problem if you're gaming in 4K. This one does also have relatively narrow viewing angles, so you'll want your TV head on. But if all of those aren't issues for you based on your gaming setup, this is definitely a fantastic budget gaming option, and we highly recommend the Vizio M7 series Quantum 2020. So guys, if you are in the market for a new 4K TV and you're looking specifically to use it as a gaming platform, you'll definitely want to pay attention to some of the features I mentioned. Adding in things like FreeSync or G-Sync compatibility, having a 120Hz panel, and also making sure that it does have that HDMI 2.1 support are all going to be super important to make sure that you're getting the most out of your next generation consoles. The other thing that's going to be really important here is your gaming setup. Where is your TV located? If you do have it in a bright room with a narrow viewing angle, then that will definitely affect which type of TV you should purchase. Likewise, if you are in a darker room and your TV is head-on, then you won't necessarily be concerned so much with the brightness or viewing angles. All in all, there's definitely lots to consider here, and hopefully this list was helpful in making the right choice for you. If you did find it helpful, please feel free to give me a thumbs up, as I always appreciate that. And just a reminder, I will leave links to each of these products in the description below, so you can check them out there and do a little bit of your own research if you like. Also, again, if I do happen to find any discounts, deals, or coupon codes, I'll drop those down below for you as well. Also guys, if you do have any questions or comments, please drop them below. I do love getting to answer as many of those as possible. Otherwise, thanks so much for watching today, stay safe out there, and I can't wait to see you in the next video.